Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction to this week's new Tower of God chapter that just came out a couple hours ago, I guess, because it's Monday morning. And this is going to be chapter 309, or season 2, episode 229. What is going to happen this chapter? I don't know, but I'm assuming, or not really assuming, what I'm hoping it's not is exactly what I'm thinking it is. And that's that it's going to be a chapter of Baam training and Wangnan being depressed. That is exactly what I'm hoping it's not, and exactly what I'm thinking we'll probably get. So let's go ahead and get into reading it and see what's going on here. Hold on, let me move this. It feels like I am not even all the way in frame. There we go, that seems much better. And this way I can lean in and still be in frame. Okay, let's get into reading this. What? Says, presumably the god of guardians, and we see Baam standing up in front of the rice pot. You want me to tell you how to become a god? Yes, says Baam. Tower of God, 39th floor, the Hell Train, Wangnan 4. Okay? Again, with these massive page breaks, that's just that means it's trying to be the same page length, but with less actual pages. Like, normally there would be an entire page in this huge blank white space. The way to become a god. That's a very sudden and unusual request. You come to make this request because people call me the god of guardians, right? Yeah, I just felt like you would know. Sorry, but I don't know how to become a god, boy. The god of guardians is just a nickname given to me by regulars. I'm not such a remarkable being. Is that so? Okay then, he says, walking away. You're just leaving. It's too cold. Seeing how you suddenly brought that up, something must have happened outside. Did something happen? I lost my companions. Before a powerful enemy, there was nothing that I could do. It's all because I said that I was going to the floor of death. Karaka also showed up there because of me. They were all put in danger because of me. But I couldn't do anything. All I ever did was receive help from my companions. Oh my god, this panel. Anybody who wants to recreate that Arthur meme using Tower of God, there's the exact panel, but with Baam. So that's why you want to become an absolute being like a god. Yes, you're very greedy. Even now you're already much stronger than the other regulars. But the enemies are way stronger than me. This wouldn't have happened if I were stronger than them. So you think that you could have saved your companions, or that they wouldn't have bothered you in the first place. Boy, great power cannot make everyone happy. Long ago, some child asked me something like that, to teach him how to become the king of the tower. When I asked the child why he needed such power, this is how he replied. I want to turn this tower into a place where everyone can live happily. Oh shit. Now, you're left to wonder, is this really Zahard or not? Because if it's Zahard, how did his dream of everyone being happy turn into what the tower is now? And if it's not Zahard, then who is it? Because I doubt it's Uruk, even though didn't Uruk see the god of guardians? What if it was Juvial Grace, or not Juvial Grace, Grace Merche Luzlike? That would be incredible. I helped him grow stronger. Oh, nope, it's Zahard. I helped him grow stronger, and he really did get stronger. And ultimately, he became the king of the tower. But in the end, that child failed to make everyone happy. I don't know exactly what happened, but a lot of things changed after he left this place. I may not know everything in the world, but I'm sure of one thing. Having tremendous power won't make everyone around you happy. So this is our first look at a silhouette of Zahard, really. Wow, that's really cool. Rather than how powerful you are, how you use your power is more important. I can see very clearly what would happen if you were to obtain that power, obtain power that you can't handle right now. In fact, the reason that you're suffering right now is because of that power that you have. Would having power comparable to a god really make everyone happy? You're about to lose something important because of a fleeting emotion. Come and see me again after you've finished the next test and sorted out your thoughts. I may not know how to become a god, but I can teach you how to get stronger than you are now. Then Baam walks back. You're back, Baam, says Kun, waiting for him. Kun, looks like you were in the rice pot, isn't that right? Yeah. How sad, trying to get more powerful by yourself? No, that's... When I look at you sometimes, it worries me that you would just wander off and leave us someday. So at least tell us when you go somewhere, Kun, so that I can chase any time. Hey, Baam, says Andrasi, storming in. Where did you wander off to without saying a word? You haven't even eaten. I was worried about you. Andrasi. Plus, do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? That lady from the Hawkland keeps watching me with some weird toy. And there's an observer that looks like Yuri just floating around her. Baam, you're back. Why are you clingy to Baam, Andrasi? I warned you to stay away from him. How did you find me again? Andrasi yells. Come to my room right now or I'll come and get you. Is that Yuri's voice? Thinks Baam. Shut up. Do you think I'm going to listen to you? I'll never go, says Andrasi, running away. Then I'll come to you, says the observer, following her. Just don't come. Baam, says Kun. Yuba, Alligator, and that swordsman kid are probably all alive and safe. So don't worry too much. Pretty much every fan right now, don't worry too much. They're probably alive. What we have to do now is not to worry about the guys. We must survive until they come back. They're not the ones who die so easily, are they? Especially that alligator punk. Yeah. Baam, says Andrasi, teleporting back in with a bomb. Andrasi? Why does she keep showing up, thinks Kun. Hey you, I'm just gonna say one more thing before I leave because I'm so frustrated. Stop acting like it's the end of the world just because a few of your companions are gone for a minute. Someone of them may have left your side for a moment, but there are also people like me who have returned to your side, you know? Right? You're also someone whom some people want to protect, so please be safe for God's sake. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm the one who wants to protect you. Just take care of yourself. This is an order. Now get some rest, and she teleports away again. Where do you keep running off to, says the, Yuri, observer coming back. Ah, why do you keep following me? A day later, the train, entrance testing ground. And then we see somebody hitting the button. Buzzer touch complete. You have passed the test. And it looks like Boro, and then we see Sachi behind him. Baam's team successfully passed the entrance test. And somebody else, I think that's Baam himself, with Sachi and Boro. It's kind of hard doing this with a missing position. Should we at least have one more scout? At this rate, we might end up dying before we even reach the floor of death. It definitely seems that way. Good work, everyone. Yo, waifu is back. We see Baro and, we see Kun, Boro, and Baam talking with Baro and Albelda there. That trap just now would have killed us if Sachi hadn't created that vine for a second. It's tough for a light bearer to respond to unexpected situations like that alone. Plus, Princess Andrasi doesn't look like she's going to help us anytime soon. Our fisherman position is basically empty too. What are you staring at me for? Says Andrasi. You silly fools. She's just sitting around. I'd like to send her back to ships, thanks Kun. And we see Irudo floating in the background. Well, regarding the fisherman position, Beta may come out when we reach the floor of death, so that would resolve that. Get me out of here, I can't breathe, Beta's yelling from the lighthouse. But what happened to Wangnen's team? Do we still not have any news from them? The train doesn't really have a way for us to contact each other, says Kun. Then, should we look for them, says Baam. Wouldn't it be better not to look for them, says Ryun. Ryun, says Kun. When you sent them away, you agreed to respect each other's choices, right? That man has already started walking his own path, so it's better to go our separate ways now. Plus, you guys don't have the luxury of worrying about other people right now." "What?" says Coon. "The floor of death is right up ahead now. Even rankers avoid entering the floor of death. If you guys end up going in there, even with Yuri Zahard, it will be hard for even a single one of you to survive on the floor of death." And we see Boro, Coon, and Baam like, well, shit. We just got depressed because we lost 3 people. Imagine if we lose most of us. "Well, see you later. You don't get tired and go out again," says Baam, and it looks like Yuri, Evan, and Drossi and Coon are watching him. "Baam, do you absolutely have to go back to that rice pot? What's with the name rice pot? Is it where you go to fatten up? If it's training that you want, I could help you," says Yuri. "Yeah, since I've made a promise, I'll need your help next time." "Good luck. Make sure you come back before you reach the floor of death," says Coon. "See you later." "Okay. Well, see you at the train's exit on that day. For some reason, it feels like it's getting colder in here." Yo, we're getting to the floor of death a lot sooner than I thought. We've gotten through a lot this chapter, and it looks like we have a lot to go. "Well, I guess we should get going too," says Coon, looking back at Evan. "Fine, all right. Follow me. I'll teach you how to handle the lighthouse," says Evan. Yawn. "Then I guess I'll go take a nap," says Andrasi. "Good luck, everyone." Then Yuri grabs her by the shirt. "Where are you going? You're coming with me." "Just so you know, I train very hard," says Evan. "Sure," says Coon. Then Baam walks back up to the God of Guardians. "So you've come." Then he jumps down in front of him. "So, have you sorted out the chaos that was in your mind? Your mind was consumed with hatred." "I'm still not sure," says Baam. "It still bothers me to think that my companions got hurt because I'm too weak. But I think I know that for sure now. Too. Increasing my own power won't necessarily make people around me happier. Enormous power beyond my control may actually pull me apart from everyone." Then another giant page break. "Still, I don't want to stop getting stronger. It would make me sad if I were to hurt anyone else, but still, I want to become like a god for someone. If that brings about the wrong result, I'll take responsibility for it. I'm going to get stronger and fight more, to protect the people who I love, and stay by their side." And the God of Guardians is just looking a little disappointed, a little confused. He seems similar, but he's different. And yet this boy is different from Zahard. Zahard wanted power in order to stand above others and change them. But this boy simply thinks that he needs power in order to stay with them. It's a slight difference that I overlooked, but it's worth taking a chance on. "Very well. You won't be able to acquire any more power than that until I find the real you. But you seem qualified to get strong enough. All right now. Let the training begin." Then, we see Shinsu whirling around the God of Guardian. "This is my..." Oh wait, did he get smaller? Oh yeah. Looks like he got smaller, closer to Baam's size. "This is my medium version. I can adjust my body size freely depending on the size of my opponent's body. This time, I will make you stronger by having you battle me. Brace yourself and follow me. I will teach you Shinsu Control, which is used not by regulars, but the 10 great families." Several weeks later, we're getting it. Floor 30. And we see Wangnan and Miseng chained up. The room where Wangnan and Miseng are locked up. "The weather's suddenly gotten really cold," thinks Wangnan. "Did the weather on the train change when we changed floors?" "The weather's gotten really cold," says somebody coming in a furry coat. "Put this on. Hostages? They're no good when they're dead." "Rachel," yells Wangnan. "Although Joaquin keeps pestering me to let him eat you because you tried to run away during that test. Screw off. I'd rather die like this than become a hostage." "Oh my, is that so? You may feel that way, But shouldn't you keep that girl over there alive? The leader of a team should at least decide for himself what he needs to do. Now, I'll leave it here, so it's up to you to decide. I'm not a leader. Not anymore, says Wangnan. Ah, is that so? You're pretty depressed for someone who's inherited the blood of Zahard. And then Wangnan looks up surprised. What are you... This, she says, holding up the ring. This is your ring, right? Why do you have that ring? Don't worry, the others don't know about this, especially not Joaquin. I know a bit about it, what this ring means, because I know one other person who has a ring like this. You guys are the fatal weak point that Zahard tried to eliminate. You guys are the fatal weak point that Zahard tried to hide but ultimately survived. You've gained power that you were not supposed to have. Prince of the Red Light District. Who are you? How did you know that? You must have heard from Baam. I'm also a regular. I'm working with FUG. That's why I know a thing or two. Maybe that's supposed to be I'm also an irregular? Not sure. I was wondering why you were climbing the tower with Baam. Were you planning on using Baam to get revenge on Zahard? But you won't be able to use him like that. Why don't you work with me instead? What? Says Wangnan. There's a piece of Enryu's thorn hidden on the floor of death. The thorn that Baam has is only part of it. Whoa, she getting real close up on Wangnan there, Hui. Oh, and then of course she has already gotten way close. She's done the cavity search. The thorn that Baam has is only a part of it. If you get the complete thorn, you might find out how to beat Zahard and his immortality. You know what that means, don't you? Of course, that alone wouldn't be enough to bring down his world completely, but it would be a critical rupture that would start the collapse of his world. And you know about the key which opens the door in this tower, right? The day that Zahard announced that he would stop climbing the tower and become a king, he hid the key that can open the door to higher floors. That's why no one on this tower can go any higher than the 134th floor. Zahard left half of his key with a great blacksmith named Ashel Edwaru. He had that half melted and formed into 13 weapons to make the princesses fight among themselves with those weapons, and the other half vanished somewhere. Where could it be? That other half is right here within these rings, isn't it? When all of you are able to climb the tower, the door on this tower will open again. Join forces with me, Prince of the Red Light District. We're going to change the tower together. Yo, this dude looks awesome. This dude looks really cool. So, it's here now, and I'm assuming this is the strongest scout dude. Holy crap, that was some information. We know what the rings do now. So you need all of the 13-month series and all of the rings in order to open the door to the 135th floor. So that means Baam and his group is going to either have to collect all of those items, or they're going to have to collect people who have all of those items. So we're going to need either Wangnan and Karaka and whoever else has rings, or we're going to need the rings off of them. And we're going to need either all the princesses with 13-month series to join us, or we're going to need all 13 of those weapons. But we already have 2 with us with Yuri, I guess. Wow, that's a ton of info just from that Rachel conversation. This was an amazing chapter. It was just Baam training and Wangnan being depressed, but it was amazing. I loved the conversation at the beginning with the Guardian, and then seeing Baam's team with the test again, and then holy crap, this conversation with Rachel and Wangnan has been like the coolest freaking thing. Also, they mentioned not having a fisherman. I mean, I guess that's because Andrassi's not doing anything, and needing another scout, but I don't know. They don't have a spear bearer, do they, right now? Because Akraptor is dead now, and with Rak gone, they don't have a spear bearer. You'd think they'd need that more. I don't know. In my review, I'll go over the positions and stuff. I'll go over a bunch of stuff, because there's a lot of stuff that happened here. for the review tomorrow, of course. So hope you enjoyed the video. This was a long freaking live reaction because this chapter was content packed. Yeah, either way, like if you did like this video, comment down there, tell me what you thought of this week's chapter and what you thought of my thoughts on it. Subscribe for more Tower of God and a ton of other things on the channel. Review will be up tomorrow as always. Follow on Twitter if you want, and I'll try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. I don't know how next Monday's chapter is going to work, since Sunday is Christmas. I don't know if maybe the translators are taking the day off or what. I don't know if it'll be late or whatever, but I'll have my live reaction whenever the chapter is up. So that's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.